Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains with Howard Zane. Hello, Howard.
Hey Al, how you doing?
Good. The reason I'm doing this video, we started this video on the channel with a sketch. You know what? Here's the sketch Howard did.
Sure.
Go to my channel, folks, and go into the videos. And about 2 weeks ago, Howard and I were having a conversation here in the shop, and I said, Howard asked me, he says, what do you think we should build? Or what do you think I should build? And Howard said, and I said, you haven't done a mansion in a long time. And Howard said, well, let me draw up a mansion. And out of thin air, we did a video, and Howard drew up the floor plan pretty much, and then drew up the mansion. And that's a separate video. You can see it on the channel. A lot of people.
Say drew up. I say more like threw up. It looks like somebody threw up on it.
Oh, I disagree. This is beautiful.
That's a terrible sketch. If you give me 30 minutes, I could do a beautiful sketch, but we don't have 30 minutes.
But what was interesting was, Howard, you did this sketch, and then within 5 minutes, we started rounding up the supplies, and you started building this. And folks, this is O-scale. We've been featuring a lot of O-scale buildings on the channel. I'll have to tell you, Howard, that this structure, if I had to pick one single structure as my favorite structure, well, it would be this one.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's a big son of a bitch.
Right.
And you need a big layout for this.
Yeah. And
it could be the centerpiece of a layout. Let me flip this around while you're shooting it.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, this thing is about 3 feet.
2 by 3.
By 2 by 3 feet. And it is big. And we had some in-progress video of it on the channel, but this is the finished.
This is typical of my Appalachian Gothic style. This is Appalachian Gothic.
Yeah, it is. Got a deck on the back. And
now this also is lit.
Yes, we lit this up.
It's completely lit.
And
tell me when to stop. I'm getting busy.
Keep going, Howard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Plaque. And you've got the plaque.
I was going to do plaques in all my buildings. We found this one spare plaque. The price of that has gone up from $4 a plaque to $9 a plaque.
And
I'm not sure I'm going to do it because I hate to charge the customer for my plaque.
Right. And it's ridiculous. Everything has gone up in price astronomically. Now, some of the conversations we had behind the scenes on this building were when Howard first finished the building wasn't weathered, and the roof was, but the building wasn't weathered. And I thought, oh my God, it looks so good. And Howard likes the weather buildings. And well, Howard, tell the folks, it looks fabulous.
Well, I can't say that. It's like I can't toot my own horn out.
Right.
Other people got to tell me. I just built the son of a bitch.
Right.
Yeah. You got to say it looks for other people. Have to.
I mean,
for other people.
It's a matter of taste, folks. If you want one custom built for you, if you like this one, it's available for sale. It is not inexpensive, but it is. You'll be the only person in the world with this thing. If you want one custom built for you, more than happy to do that in different colors or less weathering or more weathering, right out pretty much whatever they may want to a point, to a point. And if you don't like if you want mild weathering or no weathering, that's an option.
Or also upholstery. To upholster something like this, which is a euphemism for doing the scenery, I call it upholstery.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cost you about $200 to $300.
Right.
For just doing that.
Right. All the scenery going on the, the cars, the figures, the diorama. That's a $60 car.
They have complex grades to put it. This is a simple grade, the driveway. So we charge maybe $10 extra for that.
Right.
But as we get into the tipple that we did for a West Coast customer, a diorama like that would be around $400. We haven't shown it yet.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me
probably do a quick shot of it.
I'm going to do that. Let me finish showing folks that there's multiple dimensions on this. And another thing you talked about, Howard, is you didn't want to do a clean, manicured, fake-looking yard. You wanted to do...
Oh, God, I hate yards that look manicured. Particularly, show my yard out front. That's what a yard should look like.
Right.
Weeds, wild growth.
wild
I
growth.
cannot stand a ground that looks like a yard that looks like a putty green. Jesus.
But
this is what a yard should look like, in my estimation.
folks, if you want a perfect yard, though, you know, it can be done. It's your taste, you know. If that's the word custom. If you want a swimming pool in the back, if you want,
Oopsie.
you know, let's
Hold.
let's pause this. We keep it real. No, it wasn't a sales call. It was Tommy Gilbert.
That was Tommy. Yeah, he's got more stuff for us. Tommy is the proprietor of the Gilbert's. Tommy Gilbert's Hobby Shop in Gettysburg.
Yes.
I hardly recommend him because he knows the word follow-up. We order something. Matter of fact, we could have done this project without Tommy's help. Because I'll order something and have it the next day.
Yes.
Almost better, actually better than Amazon.
Yes. He's great. And we'll go back to the scenery. I want to pan down on this one side of the building, the diorama. And then I'm going to come around and show a close-up of the front of this thing. It's on gator foam. It's on about a half-inch
gator foam.
Half-inch gator foam.
That's important. You don't want to do this on 3/16 because it's not strong enough.
Right.
An HO will use 3/16. O will use half-inch. Yeah. Always.
And I'm going to get a view of the as the crow flies. I'm going to fly over.
A goddamn crow.
And the crow.
What does that mean? As a crow flies? How about a chicken or a
shit? I don't know.
How about a Canadian goose?
The beautiful weathering on the roof.
Let me tell you a story about when upstairs in my bedroom years ago, a crow flew through the window and smashed into the closet. I used to have metal closet doors.
Really?
And his beak left a dent, and he was knocked out. So I picked this thing up and spread him out like this, spread his wings out, and wanted to get a cold compress because I figured he was unconscious. And when I got close to him, he had terrible breath. You ever smell a crow's breath?
No.
It's just horrible. Anyhow, by the time I came back with my cold compress, he was gone. He came to and flew back out the window.
Wow.
But I had no idea how big those things were.
Yeah.
You don't want to piss them off.
No, you don't want to piss the crow off. Well, as we said, folks, like I said, this particular one is for sale. This is the first one that Howard ever did. But if you decide you want yours to be a little bit different, whether it be a different color or different weathering, less weathering, or a different yard, that is definitely something that we can do. Get a hold of me at alpug1@verizon.net, and we can go through the price and any additional pictures you want. And this is a big vehicle. This is pretty big, so we could possibly discuss, be an extra cost, of course, putting it in a van and bringing it up, depending on where you live. But she's pretty big.
This will not ship.
Yeah, this is...
The shipping costs will be it's cheaper to drive out here from the West Coast and pick it up.
Than to try to ship it.
This actually is a spec house. This is part of your training week. Remember, I showed you how we're building step by step.
Yes.
How we built this.
Yes.
And also sketching. Now, by the time you finish your discipleship, you'll be able to do this.